Chapter 1: The Healing Power of Community. Every human person is inevitably involved with two worlds: the world they carry within them and the world that is out there. All thinking, all writing, all action, all creation, and all destruction is about that bridge between the two worlds. All thought is about putting a face on experience. John O'Donohue. Growing up affects everyone differently. Some kids manage to overcome the challenges of their upbringing and feel complete, while others continue to feel the effects of those early struggles. Statistically, I shouldn't be as happy, healthy, and successful as I am. My theory? I was able to succeed because I felt connected to a community. I was able to play and grow outdoors as part of a group that compelled me to drop my mask and be myself. I was able to escape the black hole of generational trauma, mental illness, and substance abuse. I was able to understand myself and others and foster an appreciation for the wants and desires of those around me because we had to work together to figure things out. I was able to benefit from the skills of others instead of trying to develop them all on my own. I spent a lot of time trying to verify this theory, but it wasn't until I ran into the work of Dr. Bruce Alexander that I began to understand the science behind the healing power of community, of deep connection. During the 70s, Dr. Bruce Alexander ran an experiment that became known as the Rat Park. A vessel for deep connection. Researchers had already proved that when rats were placed in a cage all alone with no other community of rats and offered 2 water bottles, one filled with water, the other with heroin or cocaine, the rats would repetitively drink from the drug-laced water bottles until they overdosed and died. Like pigeons pressing a pleasure lever, they were relentless until their bodies and brains were overcome and they died. But Alexander wondered, is this about the drug, or might it be related to the setting? To test his hypothesis, he put rats in rat parks, where they were, among others, free to roam and play, socialize, and have sex. While they were given the same access to the same 2 water bottles, when inhabiting a rat park, they remarkably preferred the plain water. Even when they did imbibe from the drug-filled bottle, they did so intermittently, not obsessively, and they never overdosed. A social community beat the power of drugs. Through this research, he discovered the way to avoid addiction is through community. This work has informed others interested in addiction recovery. In an increasingly popular TED Talk, Johann Hari famously concludes that the opposite of addiction is not sobriety, it is connection. In other words, community, the vessel for deep connection, beats the power of drugs. More than one recovering addict has admitted to taking drugs and booze to fill up a hole within themselves. That hole is a lack of connection, an invisible emptiness that others choose to fill with codependent relationships, workaholism, gambling, you name the vice. That existential void can be a symptom of trauma or the legacy of upbringing. The legacy we carry. Many of us carry the imprint of our parents' influence and the experiences of our youth. Whether it involves addiction, poverty, or abuse, these factors can significantly shape our lives, though the extent and nature of their impact can vary greatly from person to person. This influences our choices and how we perceive the world. If you have a parent who's an alcoholic, for instance, you have a much higher chance of becoming an alcoholic than someone who does not.